Yes, Mr. Peterson?
Help clarify, not Mr.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's not.
Since he can say that it's about. Well, since this is just a good example to sort of say, oh, sorry. This is just a good example of when we might, we don't have the examples yet, but you have a progressive water agency that is among the first to be doing aggressive recycling and conservation in the state. They've done a lot. They've done more by 2010 than some people, other agencies are going to do in the next 20 or 30 years. But they're a subpart of MET, and you're a good actor, right? So the question is, I'm just trying to make sure I understand this, and then I'll let you explain it better than I'm asking this question.
See if I can.
If, under the way this reads, you'd have to be contributing to the problem for this to be a problem for you. But you're not contributing to the problem because you're doing a lot.
We also don't do any transfers. It's all done by metropolitan water districts. So.
Right. So I don't see where you would be a problem in this policy, but I don't think that's necessarily obvious off the top. So I'd love Martha to explain how this would apply to how Los Virgenes.
No, I think that one of the things which is being showcased here is that they've done a fabulous job, and in fact are part of the 20 by 20 % reduction in urban. So water conservation is continuing, and I haven't gone through and looked at their urban water management plan specifically, but I'll almost guarantee you that within their area, with the efficiency they're adding to all the other things that they're doing, that they'll meet the reduced percentage. So I mean, there's two different issues here. One is, are they going in the direction that we're trying to encourage them, and does the metric work to their disadvantage? I don't think it does. I'm happy to go through and look at those metrics again. I've looked at metrics for water agencies that are very dependent on the State Water Project, who are growing enormously, and where they're literally projecting doubling the amount of water that they'll be using in the next 20 years, 2025. They're projecting increased amounts of water from the State Water Project. But because of their water efficiency and some of the other choices they're making on management of their water supplies, they fall within the boundaries of the policy. The second issue, I think, goes to also if Metropolitan Water District or somebody, a wholesaler on behalf of their member agencies are applying, doing a proposed action, and so we get tangled up in the policy. I think the issue there is also, we really want to make sure that it's, who's failing and how does that failure connect with the need for the policy. If you've got, I'm a wholesaler agency down in Inland Empire Utilities Agency. If I have all of my retail agencies are doing great things, and there's one entity that's really not, but 95% are doing the right thing, clearly an application for a proposed action is not being based on failure. We're all doing the right thing. So it's when you've really got somebody, you've got, in the wholesale situation or an entity, it's really not doing their fair share of, and that's a real significant driver for needing more water out of the system. That's, at least from the standpoint of the policy, we're trying to say, we're serious. Pay attention to this.
Mr. Chair, just want to, I think what we just heard from the first speaker is that there's still confusion in this policy. You've heard from staff members, so it's obvious that those who have to interpret it are confused about it. I know at the last meeting we talked about examples, and I know you and I have met, Martha, and I thought staff recommendations would include examples because people do have legitimate questions because they are concerned. They are concerned because they're not sure how this policy applies to them. So, I really want to hear the rest of the speakers. I know that the Ag Herb Group you guys met with them and had a good meeting, but I know they had a recommended option, and I don't know if the council members have that option to look at or not. Do we have that at our table, Joe?
We don't have it at the tables, but when Mark comes up and does it, we've made copies so that if he doesn't have enough,
Yeah,
we'll have
because
them.
I think we need to look at that as well as what you're presenting today. But again, I'd like to hear the rest of the speakers and really
Randy?
comment later.
Did you? No, okay.